Now, Offa today is a city in the Kwara state of Nigeria with a population of about 120,100 inhabitants. Now, the town is noted for weaving and dyeing, fabrics, and even more. In fact, the town is also involved in vegetable farming and so on and so forth. Offa is well known for the cultivation of sweet potatoes and maize in that wonderful city of Nigeria, in the Kwara state of Nigeria. Our heroine was born in Offa. In fact, and at a young age, her beauty was so sparkling. In fact, wherever she went, men proposed love to her. Her house was always full of maize and potatoes. In fact, and even wild animals that were brought in as game to her parents. Every man wanted her hand in marriage because she was so beautiful. Let me attempt a description of this beauty. In fact, she had slender legs and she had an hourglass shape. Her teeth were sparkling white, whiter than ivory, and her eyes were very sharp, like those of a rattlesnake. She had breasts that stood firm like unripe apples, and when her feet touched the ground, it was like she was about to kiss the ground with her feet. My brother, my sister, her slenderness was what the people loved, but above all, they loved her character and the way she spoke. Every time she spoke, it sounded musical in the ears of those who wanted to betroth her. Today we are talking about the woman who later became a queen, Moremi Ajasoro. She was born in Offa, right there in today's Kwara state, and she grew up into a beautiful young girl. In fact, in her teenage age, she was married to a man called Oramiyan. Now, Oramiyan, my brother, my sister, is spelled O-R-A-M, yes, O-R-A-N-M-I-Y-A-N. Oramiyan. Now, Oramiyan was the prince of Ife, the king of Yoruba, and his father was the king and founder of the Yoruba Empire. I'm talking about Oduduwa. Repeat after me, Oduduwa. Now, the founder of the Yoruba kingdom is known as Oduduwa. Oduduwa's son was called Prince Oramiyan. It was the prince who finally captivated the beautiful Moremi, and they got married. When they got married, oh my God, two fertile couple. My God have mercy. They say the younger the couple, the tighter the squeeze. Oh my God. They started doing their own thing. In the morning, in the afternoon, and in the evening, she became pregnant, and pow, she gave birth to a male, a beautiful male child who I will be talking to you about later. Now, the young couple, Moremi and Oramiyan, had a beautiful child. And here the interesting thing that happened. Now the prince took over the whole kingdom as king, and she became queen. Better still, the queen of Ile-Ife. My God. So she became known as Queen or Moremi Ajasoro. Oh my God. And she and her husband ruled Ile-Ife. Unfortunately, this peaceful rulership was short-lived, as a group of people who came from the forest invaded the whole of Ile-Ife and took over the kingdom by force. Now the group of the people who came from the forest were referred to as the Ìgbòs. U-G-B-O-S. Ìgbòs. Singular, Ìgbò. Now, Ìgbò in the Yoruba language means people of the forest. And these were people who actually came from the forest. Remember that this Igbo has nothing to do with the present day Igbos that we have in Nigeria and beyond. Listen, now they came from the forest and took over the whole of Ile-Ife, and they were enslaving them and selling them out as slaves, my brother, my sister. The king, Oramiyan, was very helpless. He consulted all the juju priests, went from shrine to shrine, trying to find out exactly what he could do. But they were never able to come with any solution. One day, our heroine for the day, Queen Moremi Ajasoro, decided to contact the spirit of the river. She went straight at midnight, stripped herself naked, and standing before the spirit god, stark naked. Oh my God. Now the god of the river asked her, "What do you want?" And she said, "I am here to save my people, the people that you have given to me and my husband to rule. Now the Igbo people, the people of the forest, have taken over us. They have sold a number of us into slavery, and they are looking at destroying our kingdom. You, the god of the river, the spirit god that is more powerful than any other spirit, will not sit here and watch this happen. Please do something. That is why I am standing before you, the same way that I came when I was born. The power that you gave me from when my mother gave birth to me." Now the spirit god of the river looked at the beautiful woman and said, "It's true. Your kingdom has offended me. That is why I decided to give up on you. But I am happy that you have come to redeem your people. I am just not sure if you would be able to go through this successfully. I am going to make sure that a man from Igbo falls in love with you. All you need to do is to marry him." But the woman said, "But I am married to my beautiful prince, Oramiyan, your servant." He said, "He ceased to be my servant from when they defied my laws and my rules. Are you going to do it or not?" She said, "I will do it. Marry him. And through that marriage, I will expose to you so many secrets of the Igbo people that will let you defeat the Igbo people once and for all." Did you hear me? Once and for all. Hear me now. Immediately, she took a bath. And after taking a bath in the river, she asked again, "Spirit of the river, is that all?" He said, "That is not all. The second thing I would ask you to do, you will do that after the marriage and after you have conquered Igbo." Oh my God. She smiled and went back to her husband. She told her husband her encounter with the river god. But her husband Oramiyan was not happy that his beautiful wife was going to marry another man. But there was no choice. Early in the morning, the Igbo people, the people of the forest, struck Ile-Ife again. Now, students of African history must also remember that the present-day Ewe people came all the way from Israel through Ile-Ife. Ile-Ife was where they sat and were able to pick up some of the traditions and some other things before coming all the way to Noche in present-day Togo, and then into present-day Ghana and some other such places. But we are not going to veer off our radar. Today we are talking about the great Queen Moremi Ajasoro. Hear me now. The following day, when the Igbo people, the people of the forest, attacked Ile-Ife, look what happened. The moment they attacked, that was when Queen Moremi came out, looking slender and beautiful, so charming. Now the leader of the Igbo people said, "Free all the people. It's only this woman I want." "Do you want me, woman?" She remembered the warning of the river god and went with the leader of Igbo. From that day up till now, the Igbo people never ever attacked the Ile-Ife people anymore. But listen to what happened. She went into the forest with this man. They got married, And the vow was that the Ìgbò people would never ever attack Ile-Ife again. When they got married, one thing led to the other. The river god opened the eyes of Moremi, and she saw all the secrets of the Ìgbò people. And when all the secrets were seen, she decided it was time now to leave the forest and go back to Ile-Ife. When she got to Ile-Ife, she revealed all the secrets to the people of Ile-Ife. They attacked the Ìgbò people, and they wiped out the whole generation of the Ìgbò people once and for all. They wiped them out once and for all. So today the people of the forest known as Ìgbò, they do not exist anymore. All because of a woman who went underground and was able to pick up the secrets with the help of the spirit god of the river. Hear me now. This is the African history class.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Papa J, and I'm a regular student of the African history.
My brother, my sister, hear me now. Now when she returned, her husband had missed her so much, and her son was also growing up. In fact, there was a whole celebration in the village. Oh my God, the whole of Ile-Ife started dancing and honored this great queen. In fact, on Friday night, she decided to go back to the river spirit, to talk to the river spirit for the second part of the caboodle. And when she arrived, she stripped naked again at midnight and spoke to the God. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. You've been able to deal with the Ìgbò people. Now we are free. I want to thank you. But what is the second thing? And that was where the bombshell came down on Ile-Ife. What was the bombshell? Yes, this was the bombshell. I need you to make a sacrifice for me. And the sacrifice is your son, your only son. Now the thing is that you will never be able to have a child again. Are you ready to sacrifice this son? Oh my God. Queen Moremi went on her knees and begged the river god and said, please, let me do any other thing I will do. But to sacrifice my only son is too much for me, please. But the river god insisted. Queen Moremi went and spoke with her husband. The husband went into a hermit life in seclusion and wept himself dry, whilst Moremi took her only son to the river and sacrificed her as it was demanded by the river spirit. My brother, my sister, today we're talking about Queen Moremi Ajasoro. She sacrificed her own son to the river god for the people of Ile-Ife to have their freedom, for the people of Ìgbò to be destroyed for good, because they were a thorn in the flesh of Ile-Ife. Today, my brother, my sister, the highest statue in Nigeria, and the fourth highest in the whole of Africa is the statue of Queen Moremi Ajasoro, in recognition of her wonderful service to the people of Ile-Ife. Apart from Oduduwa, who founded the Yoruba kingdom, Queen Moremi Ajasoro, in fact, in one way or the other, founded and protected Ile-Ife. She is recognized all over Ile-Ife and all over Yoruba land. There is no Yoruba person who does not know Moremi Ajasoro. Songs have been made about her. And this wonderful queen has a huge statue standing right there in Nigeria, in Ile-Ife. And is the highest statue in the whole of Nigeria. Not even the statue of politicians and former presidents and other patrons in Nigeria stand that height. And is the fourth highest in the whole of Africa. A secondary school has been named after her, which is known as Moremi High School. And the female residence hall of the University of Lagos, known as Obafemi Awolowo, my brother, my sister, has also been named after her. My brother, my sister, today, my brother, my sister, we remember this great black woman. There is a festival that is celebrated in her honor, and the honor of her own son. My brother, my sister, today we remember the story of Queen Moremi Ajasoro, who sacrificed her own son, Madupe, to the river spirit known as a simmering, yes, a simmering, that's ESIMIRI, and a simmering is the name of the river god. Today we remember you. Her only son was called Oluorogbo, Oluorogbo, Oluorobo, and the river spirit, my brother, my sister, is simmering. Today we remember you. Mommy, today we remember you. We remember how you laid down your life. We remember how you protected the people so selflessly. You went underground and married a man that you did not fancy at all. Even in your heydays, you never went with just any other man. But you sacrificed your dignity, sacrificed your love, and went deep down to be able to save the people of Ile-Ife. We remember you, Mommy. Oh, Mommy. Ajamoborura o. Ajamoborura o. Ajamoborura o. Arigbala o anabi. Ajamoborura o. Arigbala o anabi. Arigbala o anabi. Double Fadwe o, Mommy. Uniyamiko. Uniyamiko wate. Mommy, Miss Uniyamiko. My brother, my sister, Moremi's story has inspired many literary adaptations and dramas. A unique adaptation is a comic book titled Moremi, an African legend, under an African legend comic series. It was published in 2021 using the popular story of Moremi. Oh, Mommy. Uniyaminko, Mommy. In the burden of knowledge, I ask you, now that you know what to do, be an any ole mini obafe yezunda kagane mezaka yine ye ampa bango boka ye nfifia e nyanuka na woba na enwe ye den misiba na enwe ya bade lele anjima singa be konne lele anjima singa beri. It's been the African history class, and I ask you, now that you know the story of Queen Moremi Ajasoro, how would her story impact your life? How would her story impact your life?